In this video, there are 7 incredibly powerful morning habits with one goal: to reverse kidney function decline starting today. Today, I'll show you 7 morning rituals that take just a few minutes to start, but when practiced consistently, they can lead to life-changing long-term results. You don't need to overhaul your entire life, you just need to start small and keep going. Let me introduce you to a comment that inspired this entire video. This is from one of my subscribers, Timothy. He said, "Never underestimate the power of small changes." They helped my GFR go from 52 to 70. All I did was start replacing one item each day, just one: chips with fruit, white rice with quinoa, soda with hibiscus tea. Nothing big or fancy, just one small choice at a time. Some days I didn't feel like doing it, but I kept going, and somehow, it worked. I used to think it had to be all or nothing, but that's not true. A good habit repeated can change everything. So, if you're feeling overwhelmed, start small, it adds up. Thank you, Timothy. That right there is a life lesson. That's the secret, the plan against dialysis: persistence, not perfection. You just need to do something small over and over until your kidneys begin to heal, just like Timothy did. Now, his GFR is back up to 70. If this comment has inspired you, if this gave you a bit of hope or even just a little push like, "Maybe I can do this," don't be stingy, share the video. Save one kidney, maybe 2. Now that we're ready, let's talk about breakfast. I want to share a recipe I absolutely love because it combines delicious foods into a powerful way to protect your kidneys. It's meant to make your breakfast the healthiest meal of the day. Let's take a look at the good habit for day 2, kidney healing porridge. Now, let's start this recipe by warming up some rice milk. Why rice milk? Because cow's milk is basically a phosphorus bomb wrapped in lactose, served with a side of inflammation. Rice milk has all the creaminess without the kidney-damaging guilt. Just make sure you pick the unsweetened kind. Now for a little magic for your gut: acacia fiber. Acacia fiber is amazing. It binds to uremic toxins and actually helps remove them from your system before they can harm your kidneys. Acacia fiber is like the black belt of fibers. Use it consistently, and your creatinine levels might stop bothering you. I told you this recipe would be awesome. Third ingredient: steel-cut oats. Oats, the same kind horses eat, and they're amazing. Here's the deal: despite what some people might say, oats are actually very good for you, even if you have diabetes. Why? Because they're a whole grain. And not just any whole grain like amaranth or buckwheat, which are also great, by the way. Note, oats may be the most well-researched whole grain, and for good reason. They can make a real difference in your test results. Science shows that eating oats, especially if you eat them instead of something less healthy, can improve some key health markers. Next up, another superfood with amazing properties: cinnamon. Now, cinnamon is a diabetic's best friend because regular consumption improves insulin sensitivity. It's great for fighting high blood sugar, but honestly, even if you're not diabetic and don't care about your blood sugar, cinnamon just makes everything taste better. Next, berries are a fantastic way to add valuable nutrients to your breakfast. Some people call them nature's multivitamin, but they're even better than that. Berries are rich in antioxidants, and they'll help silence those free radicals. Speaking of antioxidants, the next item contains a special antioxidant that's been directly linked to improving GFR in people with kidney disease: Brazil nuts. These are something you want to eat regularly because they're the best source of selenium available. Many people are deficient in selenium, and that deficiency harms the kidneys. But eating one, Not more than one, just one Brazil nut a day is the easiest way to get enough selenium and protect your kidneys. Now, if any of these ingredients sound like something you can't find, or if you're about to say, I live in the middle of the Mojave Desert and all we have is powdered cheese and despair, then leave a comment, and I'll help you find a substitute. And when you try this porridge, let me know if it changed your life, or at least helped you go to the bathroom better. Either way, that's a win. Let's keep going. Day 3, let's talk about green tea with lemon, a basic morning ritual that's a hug for your nephrons. So, a humble cup of green tea with a squeeze of lemon. It's all about antioxidants. Green tea contains catechins. These delicate antioxidant molecules fight inflammation and protect your kidneys. And here's the important part. There is no food in your pantry that contains as many catechins as green tea. And that's really important because antioxidants are the real remedy, according to science. They can improve your kidney function, according to the Cochrane Library, aka scientific consensus. So drink green tea religiously. However, there's a catch with these precious catechins. They're powerful, but they're also as sensitive as a 16-year-old who just found out their crush doesn't like them back. Especially when it comes to temperature. If you boil green tea, you're not making it stronger, you're committing a minor biochemical crime. Don't do it. So, you finally brewed your tea properly. The antioxidants survived, great. But now comes the kicker. Your body can't even absorb most of those catechins. Yep, you did all that, and your digestive system is like, meh. Turns out your body only absorbs 20% or less of those antioxidant heroes. But science came to the rescue, just a little lemon juice, a tiny bit. That's all it takes to boost the absorption of catechins by up to 500%. Why does this work? Because vitamin C is basically your body's way of saying, let me help you out. So now you've got yourself a secret kidney detox cocktail that tastes great, protects your kidneys, boosts your immune system, and basically turns you into a healthy walking human, all for the low-effort price of not boiling tea to oblivion. Day 4, take vitamin D like it's your job. So take your vitamin D first thing every day before your doctor tries to blame your bone pain on aging or past injuries. Because here's the deal, statistics show that 8 out of 10 CKD patients are deficient in this crucial vitamin. A lack of vitamin D isn't just linked to brittle bones and seasonal depression, it's also connected to proteinuria, which accelerates kidney decline like it's training for a NASCAR race. And folks, when it comes to vitamin D, the key is to make it part of your morning routine. Vitamin D helps regulate your circadian rhythm, that's your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. Yep, they call it the sunshine vitamin for a reason. We get it from sunlight. It also tells your body that the sun is up. That's why taking it in the morning can help improve your mood, overall health, and sleep quality. Remember, good sleep quality is also vital for kidney health, and taking vitamin D correctly can help with that too. Want to know how much vitamin D you need? Should you take 1,000 IU, 2,000 IU, maybe 4,000 IU? I'm not going to guess your dose like I'm reading tea leaves. You need a blood test. Get your 25-hydroxy vitamin D levels checked. That's the only way to know how much you actually need. Because too little D harms your kidneys, but too much D? You'll never guess, it harms your kidneys too. This is one vitamin you really need to monitor. Never just oversupplement and hope for the best. So if you have kidney disease, you must get your 25-hydroxy vitamin D level tested. Your dose depends on that number. Let's talk about a few other vitamins you want to take in the morning. Day 5. Take a B vitamin supplement. Go grab that supplement you might already own. Specifically, I'm talking about vitamin B12, the queen of the B vitamin family. Now, you can take magnesium or vitamin C at lunch, dinner, or while snacking on trail mix, whatever. But vitamin D and B12? These are your breakfast divas. They don't do brunch. Why? Because B12 is basically your body's ignition switch. Have you ever taken a multivitamin and suddenly felt like you could fold laundry and run for president in the same hour? That's B12 at work. This tiny nutrient turns your breakfast into rocket fuel powered by glucose. It's so effective that some people even replace coffee with B12. So take your B vitamins in the morning, and maybe try to remember where you left the bottle. On to day 6, let's talk about one of the healthiest habits on earth: start a morning exercise routine. Alright, I know exercise is good for you. We've all heard that a million times. Every doctor says the same thing: exercise every day. And every patient nods along, while Googling whether vacuuming counts as cardio. Warning, it doesn't. But maybe you already knew that. Here's something you might not know about exercise: it's so effective that you can choose the type of exercise based on your health goals. Here's how it works. Let's say your main goal is to improve your fasting blood glucose levels because you want to see your diabetes numbers improve. What type of exercise should you choose? No, not what you think. Cardio doesn't actually help with diabetes, not nearly as much as weightlifting does. In fact, resistance training improves insulin sensitivity and turns your muscles into glucose vacuums. Weights are your pancreas now, according to science. Now, if your goal is to improve blood pressure or lower cholesterol levels, that's where cardio shines. Science says cardio is so effective for blood pressure, it's even effective for people with drug-resistant hypertension. Take that, little blood pressure pills. Now, you don't have to do exactly this. Any exercise is a million times better than doing nothing. Obviously, if you hate the gym, don't go. Run, walk briskly, dance like nobody's watching and no one's judging, whatever gets your heart pumping. Do Zumba, dance freely in your living room in your kidney-shaped costume, I don't care, just move. Just do a little movement in the morning. Why in the morning? Because if you wait until after work, you'll be too tired, too grumpy, or too busy arguing with the dog about which show to watch. Exercising in the morning isn't just good for kidney health, it also saves you from your own busy lifestyle. Day 7 could be the most effective routine of all. So, you've made it here, that means you're serious. Let's be honest, nobody's watching for the jokes anymore at this point. So, you deserve a real gem of knowledge, a good habit to rule them all. Here it is, the ultimate, most effective habit to save your kidneys: download a calorie tracking app. Yes, an app on your phone. You don't need a teacher, you don't need a detox therapy, you need a computer. Because if you don't know how much protein you're eating every day, you're flying blind in a storm with kidney disease. That's not bravery, it's just a pointless risk. So, download a food tracking app. Which app? There are more apps than cryptocurrency these days. Pick one, make sure it's free, you don't need to pay, and use it. Because these little apps let you track exactly how much protein, carbs, fat, and calories you're consuming each day. And if your goal is to improve kidney function, you absolutely need to know exactly how much protein you're eating. And I know you might be thinking, does weighing all your meals sound boring? But you know what else is boring? Dialysis. And please listen to me about weighing your meals, it will become much easier when you form the habit. After doing it for a few weeks, you'll remember your favorite meals like the back of your hand. It will become second nature. Don't let your kidneys suffer just because you can't open an app. Track your food, monitor your protein, one small step at a time. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. Goodbye.